What's up everybody, Jeff here, and this week we're getting back into Through the Breach. If you don't know the drill, in this series we're playing through all of the pre-written adventures that Wyrd has put out over the years for the Malifaux RPG. I'm going to be the Fate Master, and the players are going to be people from the community who decided they wanted to join up. If you'd be interested in joining us for a game, then head over to the Discord linked in the description and check out the announcements tab for more details. And if you're really eager to play, then consider supporting the channel on Patreon, because all patrons of the channel get priority placement in any of the upcoming games. Before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe, consider sharing the video with someone you think might find it interesting, and with that, let's get into it.
All right, so let's get started then. Why don't we have everybody introduce themselves? Let's start with Lucifer Hex.
All right. Hello, this is the Hex. I will be playing Ryan O'Murphy, who is a pretty well-built guy, thick ginger beard, piercing green eyes. So this is strong, I don't want to deal with you kind of gait everywhere he goes. He is a mage right boxer, and yeah, no, I'm excited to punch some people.
All right, awesome.
Hello, yes. I'm nameless. I'm playing Niall Murphy. He's a retired rifleman. He's retired forcibly. He likes to smoke a pipe a lot. He has he wears sort of I guess you could call them like army surplus clothes. He has with him this case. Looks like a case you would hold like a musical instrument in. Spoiler alert: it doesn't have a musical instrument in it.
No.
It's got a gun.
I've been lied to.
All right, cool. Trey?
I'm Trey. I'll be playing Chet Atkins. He is just a very tall man. I didn't think to ask like what height 3 is. Is that like 7 foot tall?
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds about right.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's big, McLarge huge.
Yeah. He tries to dress well, but can never find clothes quite his size.
Oof.
But yeah, just a giant with a heart of gold.
All
Or whatever
right.
that's worth in Malifaux.
You know, my guy has stitching as a skill, so like we could talk about getting some actually appropriately sized clothes.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right, and Turtle.
Hi, I'm Turtle Club 13. I'm going to be playing today. I'll be playing Abraham McPherson. He's a grimy 6'3", brown hair, green eyes, dirty all over, Union miner, like a gang boss, leg breaker for the Union. He has like armor-plated coveralls, like lots of metal plates all over them. And he carries around a grimy rucksack with some various tools and stuff sticking out of it, and he has a grimy miner's helmet. And he definitely is like can be really happy one second and then be breaking your legs the next and not feel bad about it. He's born and raised in Malifaux.
Ooh.
All right, awesome. Real quick, Lucifer Hex, I didn't catch your, or I forgot to write down your character's name. What was it again?
It's Ryan O'Murphy.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh, we have a Murphy and an O'Murphy.
I know, a Ryan.
Long lost cousins.
Oh, they're probably they're probably technically rivals. They probably come from like enemy clans.
This town is big enough for one Murphy.
Well, I think historically the O would have been dropped off when you immigrated to the United States. That's usually the thing. So
Yeah.
once the branch of
Real
family-
Irishman here, motherfucker.
All right, so everybody is working for the Eclipse Consulting Company, and today you have been given an assignment to head to Edge Point, which is, for those that don't know, is a town a bit south of Malifaux City that is right on the border of the Bayou. It's a pretty big town for a non-Malifaux City town. And you were instructed to meet with a woman named Heather Scroggs. So you have all met up at the train station and jumped on a train that is heading down to Edge Point. So you find yourself in a pretty nice, not lavish, but a high class looking train car. It's not super full at this point, but you are sitting in a group seating area with the other three gentlemen here.
Mm.
That's where we'll pick up. I'll say you either you're aware that the other three people are coworkers, that you're on this job together, but unless you have a reason to say otherwise, I'll say you don't necessarily know each other.
Is there a table for us, or is it just seats?
No, it's two benches that are facing each other with nothing in between.
I think Ryan's trying to size up if anyone looks like they're going to be a problem personality. Like if anyone's just really aggressively sticking to themselves or looks a wee bit too bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to like be insufferable.
So Ryan doesn't like extreme personalities. You got to be medium.
He's an extreme personality. He doesn't like extreme personalities that make his job harder. Nothing like, I don't want to work with anyone, or I'm here in a brand new adventure and I'm going to scream the first time I see blood. Yeah. But I think from description, I think everyone here is going to look like, okay, I can work with these people. This isn't going to be a headache.
All right. So anybody who didn't already describe their character's like physical appearance, you want to just kind of give a quick, not only their physical appearance, but like maybe what you would be doing while you're sitting there. Is anybody giving off high-strung vibes or loner vibes?
Niall, in his usual fashion, is he's probably smoking. He might look slightly sleepy. He's in that sort of like half aware sort of doze sort of state.
Okay.
Abraham is going to strike up a conversation with the big guy, the giant, and say, "Well, howdy there, big fella. You look like you could haul 16 tons. You want a job? After our current assignment's over, you look like you got a strong back.
I guess that'll depend on the job.
Well, can you handle one of these?" And I'm going to hand him a pickaxe.
Yeah, I've swung my fair share of these.
Excellent. And can you be discreet for after-hours work?
I've specialized in that in the past.
Excellent. Here, take my card. And it says Abraham McPherson, union representative.
Ah,
I think it's hearing the after-hour stuff, Ryan, just of us. Are you trying to pull the lad into something illegal there?
Are you trying to pull him into something illegal?
He just stares blankly and says nothing.
No. You get the wrong idea. I'm an upstanding gentleman. Just a
Right.
humble man trying to make way.
Right, okay. I can respect that.
In my experience, people that tell you they're a gentleman usually aren't.
Hey, this guy's got the right idea here.
So just out of curiosity, did you have a pickaxe in your inventory?
No, it's actually a shotgun, a sawed-off shotgun. But I say that it's a pickaxe when I show it to him.
Did you hand him your sawed-off shotgun?
I'm handing this.
Yeah, I handed him my sawed-off shotgun.
I don't think Ryan would be that phased. It's just sort of smile to himself, like, okay, these people are at least competent in what they're doing. Brilliant.
You notice a few of the other passengers sort of giving you a little bit of a side eye, and a few of them sort of sidle a little bit further away from you.
What are you looking at?
As soon as you say that, everyone looks the other way. Just tries to ignore you.
That's what I thought.
Don't let him get to you. You're too beautiful to look at. They're stunned into silence.
You start hearing
Shut
some
up,
like
I know
murmuring.
Lord.
All right, so we'll say the train ride continues accordingly for a bit longer until you make it down to Edge Point. You disembark the train. It's a smaller train station than the ones you've seen in Malifaux City, but again, it's a pretty big town for being out on the outskirts. And as you leave the station, you notice a bit of commotion from a few yards away. A plump, middle-aged woman is clutching a handful of script as she desperately tries to appeal to an uncaring guild guard for assistance. He shoos her off as she catches your gaze, and she hurries over to your side. "Excuse me," she says. "Are you the folks from Eclipse? It's my daughter, Dawn. I think she was kidnapped by gremlins."
Well,
How
I got
long
to
ago?
say, your first mistake was thinking the guild would do anything. Your second
I
was
hear
trying to
that.
pay them off to do that.
She kind of just looks desperately between all of you. I just needed help from anyone I could get.
How long ago did this happen?
Just this morning.
Yeah,
Happened
did
to-
you actually
Well,
see
Eclipse-
anything like any little? You seen like little green things running beneath the reeds or something, or drunken cackling or something like that?
Well, my daughter was outside playing, and I went to milk one of the cows, and when I came back, I saw tracks that led into the bayou, and she was gone. I searched everywhere for her, but all I could find was footprints.
What kind of tracks?
Uh, Small, little, unclothed feet.
Hmm. Well, fortunately, Eclipse Consultant can be hired if you got the script.
She's still holding out the script that she was holding before, and she kind of like looks at it suggestively. I don't have much. We're having a bit of a hard time right now. My husband's off doing business up north, but I'll help. I'll pay in any way I can.
Anyway,
She's gonna kind of like look down at the floor bashfully. Please, I'm desperate. You have to help me.
I'll look at the other guys.
Well, I think I'm still under a kind of religious oath to help anyone in need. So, yeah, I'd tell you what, you pay for like a decent meal for the night for me, and like a pint of like actual good beer that exists around here, and yeah, that's all you have to pay me for this.
Oh, I'll be happy to prepare a nice supper for all of you if you can help
Beautiful.
return my daughter. She's gonna look directly at Ryan, and then she's gonna stuff the 6 script into his hand that she was holding.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty generous offer there.
That's
Well, if you're ready to go,
So
let's hurry.
How old is your daughter?
She's 6 years old.
Do you have any other kids, or just the one?
No, just her.
Hmm.
Does it matter? Come on, she could be in danger.
Yes, I
Follow.
would stop moving to try and like follow her and look back to see if anyone else is like dragging their feet.
And I'll follow.
Okay, so she's gonna head off
Cool.
towards the entrance to the town, where she is going to lead you to her farm, which is a bit further south from Edgepoint. She's gonna just kind of like hurry along a few paces ahead of everybody, but she'll continuously sort of look back over her shoulder to make sure that you're all following along.
Are we still in the epilogue?
The prologue, you mean?
Prologue, yeah, we're just about to.
Oh, the
finish.
prologue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just making sure everybody's coming with us and there's no one's deviating. Yeah. Okay. So if everybody's coming along, then this is
Yeah.
the point where the prologue will end. So everyone can draw 3 cards from their twist deck.
Woohoo!
Oh, okay, I got some good ones.
Nice.
Ditto.
And then this is also the point where you would choose your pursuit. If this is your first session, you'll have already chosen your pursuit. You'll have to stick to that one. But for anyone who is here, a returning player, you can choose whatever pursuit you want.
I shall continue in the same pursuit.
Okay.
I'm changing to bully.
Alright. You would.
I'm like, is that a pursuit or just a choice?
It's a character flaw.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I'm mage right, and I'm excited.
Does everybody else want to just call out what their pursuit is?
Oh, Behemoth.
accurate, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's
Marksman, I think it is. Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's the sniper one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from
Yep, that's marksman. Yeah.
from the guild book.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marksman, that's the one.
what book is the behemoth from?
From Nightmares.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to get that book.
It's really fun. I'm gonna stop myself because Behemoth gets strong. You can literally just kick down walls. It's good stuff.
Sounds
Sounds
awesome.
amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
You just Kool-Aid man your way through life.
Yeah, there's literally an ability in like later levels that's literally just the Kool-Aid Man thing. It's great.
Just yeah.
All right. So after a short walk, you come upon a farm. The acrid smell coming from the bayou creates a strange aroma as it mixes with the smell of the farm's cornfield. The Scroggs' homestead is a humble abode perched at the edge of the bayou, with a large horse barn standing tall opposite the dark cypress trees of the swamp. Next to the barn is a small well that looks to have been a recent construction. Neat rows of corn and squash stretch out in a rectangle between the barn, the farmhouse, and the marshy edges of the bayou. So she is just going to continue sort of hurrying along towards the barn towards the house as you approach.
Mm-hmm.
I guess could I do just a quick notice check just to see if there's like anything she didn't mention or she overlooked that I'm like sort of seeing around here? Any signs of some weird stuff?
Yeah, sure. Let's do target number 9 notice check.
Okay, no, it's an 8. Ugh. Okay, sadness.
You want to cheat?
Nah, I'll stick with it.
As a quick note, just make sure you have you're aware of what your on the pursuit ability is, because that will allow you to draw cards based on when you fail certain duels. So just make sure you check that as we go.
I think mine's just for shooting people or failing to shoot people.
Yeah. That makes
Yes.
sense. Okay, so you kind of take a look around, but then you quickly notice that Heather is she walked directly up to this spot where she found the tracks, and she's kind of frantically motioning towards the footprints that she found. So that kind of draws your attention. You don't really see much else. What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, I'd like to look around too, if I can.
Okay, give
Just
me
sort
a
of-
target number 9 notice check. Looking for anything in particular, or just kind of getting the lay of the land?
Yeah, trying to. I mean, the flip is for sure. Got it.
You could have a negative, at least 3, right?
Negative a -5.
Still hits it,
So
though.
yeah, including my notice, that's it's like 17. So
Okay,
yeah,
so that's a margin of success. Yeah, so looking around, you notice that very close to where the footprints are that she's motioning towards, there is what looks like a hopscotch game drawn out on the floor, and the footprints lead past it. You also notice that near the barn there is what looks like a still for making alcohol, and you also notice that in the barn there is a large cow.
right. Just
And you are also when you get closer to the footprints, you're also able to notice that they do appear to be small and shoeless. So it is a reasonable assumption that it's gremlin footprints.
right. I see.
Well, I'm gonna start chatting her up. I'm gonna start talking and being like, "Listen, ma'am, would you mind going over one more time what happened last night?"
Yeah, it was this morning. My husband has been away. He's trying to sell some corn up north. And this morning, my daughter Dawn was over here just playing hopscotch. I went over to the barn for a few minutes to milk the cow. And when I came back, she was gone, which is very unusual for her. and I found these footprints. And she points to the trail leading from the bayou.
Would I be able to make like a history check to try and think what gremlins would want with a human child?
History applies to humans,
Hmm.
but I don't really think there's a gremlin equivalent. Yeah, well,
Like Neverborn history, it's like it's set as just like ranks in human history wouldn't count to like like Neverborn history.
yeah, but I don't know what gremlin history would husbandry.
I mean, I don't have the skill either way, so I think it'd just be like raw intelligence to try and see if I remember something about gremlins wanting children.
Yeah, let me just look through the skills really quick, see if there's anything else that jumps out at me. I don't think so though. I'm tempted to say husbandry or but they're not really
I mean,
animals.
I could see that intelligence husbandry.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're
What?
racist against gremlins. Holy
I
shit.
feel a little racist to say that. It's true.
A little racist?
A
Damn.
little racist.
Malifaux.
My grandfather was a gremlin. You take that back.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do history. Give me a target number 8 history.
Okay, you get 10. Oh no, no idea.
What about a wilderness check?
Even
thought
then,
of
that'll
that,
be a 4.
but it's yeah. I guess you could kind of make wilderness work for it. I guess, but
But either way, no, I'm
survivor.
not getting it.
Okay, yeah. So you start thinking about along those lines of like, why would a gremlin want a human? But you don't really come up with much other than a sort of assumption that maybe they're trying to ransom her. But considering that
I
there's
don't-
been no indication of that, and you're not even aware of if gremlins are smart enough to do that, it's not a.
Yeah, every other idea I have is like maybe human sacrifice or something. And I just keep it to myself, not to distress the mother.
It's probably
What
smart.
is Chet up to?
I guess I don't really know what else there is to find out.
Well, is he following along, kind of looking around the area? Is he just kind of standing there waiting for something to happen? What's he doing?
Yeah, just I suppose looking around, seeing if there's anything anybody else didn't notice.
Okay. Yeah, give me a target number 9 notice check as well.
Oh,
Hey.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good.
I've flipped
I
3 out of the
mean-
5 cards, and you've just keep.
+2, 16.
Okay.
And no
Yeah.
triggers, doesn't matter.
So I'll say you see all of those same things. You notice the still, you notice the barn with the cow, and the footprints. It also kind of occurs to you that they definitely look like gremlin footprints. But that's kind of it so far.
Can I take a look at the? Oh, can I take a look at the still?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to look at?
I want to take a look at the still and see if it's obviously the farmers. Gonna see if I can get away with topping off my flask.
Are you trying to do it without her noticing, or are you just gonna kind of casually go over there and do it?
I'm gonna casually go over there and do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you walk over and you turn the tap, and out comes some moonshine. And there is no indication if she did notice you doing it. She does not give any indication that she is going to protest.
This could come in useful later. Mm-hmm.
And here I was thinking you're just being a petty thief.
So there was moonshine coming out of it. No indication that any was missing or stolen.
Of the moonshine?
Yeah.
No, there would be nowhere to tell.
Okay.
So Heather's gonna kind of just look around as you guys start kind of investigating a bit, and then she's gonna head over to right next to where the hopscotch game is and indicate to the footprints. So you see they lead in from the bayou, and it looks like they went up to over to here near the house, and then went back out towards the bayou, which is why I think that maybe they kidnapped her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of any gremlin
Why don't we-
settlements nearby within like spitting distance?
I've never interacted with gremlins before. My husband goes into the bayou once in a while to hunt some of the pigs, but I don't think he's run into gremlins before.
That's not good because if there are days travel out there, I don't want to be snooping around in the bayou at night without a tent or something. So, like this.
Hey, Dice.
Yep.
Do I still have the tent and bedroll and stuff from the last adventure?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say everybody has like basic equipment, at least a bedroll and some like bare minimum rations.
Well, why don't we go ask him? I'm gonna say as I put on some knuckle dusters and start walking into the swamp.
He's in. He's into it.
She's gonna look at you as you go to walk away. Well, hang on for just a second, and then she's gonna kind of hurriedly run off towards the house.
I guess I should probably put on my knuckle dusters as well. Didn't take it for a boxing type.
I guess I grew up fast. I guess I grew up mean.
It's good. This is poetic. Sounds kind of musical.
I'll give you a script if you guys know what that song that is.
Nope.
Old number 7. Old number 7. Technically, I'll be living in heaven. I know the chorus. I don't know the name.
Yeah, it's old number
Da-da-da.
7 by the Three.
Such a good song. Oh,
Heck yeah.
heck yeah.
All right, so after less than a minute, she comes hurrying back out with a plate with cookies on it and a small pitcher of what looks like lemonade. If you're heading into the bayou, have a snack quick before you go.
Oh.
And while you're out there, I'll slaughter some chickens and start working on a big meal to celebrate and thank you guys.
Beautiful, thank you. And I just like start taking them.
I'll take one.
I'll take some and put them in my
So
pocket.
tiny, his giant hands.
Yeah. You're gonna hate me. Niall just loads up on cookies.
Classic Niall.
Yeah. He basically he'll let others take a crack first, but then he will he's not going to literally tip the plate into his pocket, but that's you get the sense that if you get the sense that if no one told him he wasn't allowed to do that, he probably would have just been like, "Oh, cool, thanks," and just literally emptied the plate into his pocket.
Does he empty the pitcher of lemonade into his pocket too?
No. That he just politely drinks some of, but
Lemonade I can do without. Cookies, it's real shit. Gotta get as many of those as possible.
Yeah, man.
So Heather watches this with a big smile on her face, just happy that you guys are partaking. So my Dawn, she's about this big. She motions to just over hip height maybe. She's got blonde hair, and she was wearing pigtails and a pink dress this morning before she left. And she's got the most beautiful big green eyes. You won't be able to miss her, I'm sure.
What a bonny wee lass. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get her back sort of safe and sound.
All right, so it's easy enough to see that the tracks headed back in the direction of the bayou. So if you are ready to head off, there's a very clear direction to go in.
Follow the tracks.
All right.
Let's go walking.
The tall, dark cypress trees form a looming canopy overhead as you head into the murky swamp. Your feet sink a half-inch into the mud with every step, making loud plurp sounds as you trudge forward, and the thorny underbrush makes it clear that this place is not for the lighthearted. The mud makes it easy to follow the tracks of the three separate creatures moving together, but as the mud is replaced with shallow pools of water or knots of thick vegetation, it becomes progressively harder to stay on track. So from here, we are going to do an ongoing challenge to try to continue tracking the trail. So if anybody's not familiar with an ongoing challenge, there's going to be a few options for skills that you can use to participate in the challenge. There's going to be a target number that you have to hit. And for every time you hit the target number, it's going to count towards the success requirement. For every margin of success, it's going to count as an extra success. If you fail, nothing happens unless you make a margin of failure. in which case it contributes towards the failure requirement. In order to succeed, you have to meet a certain number of successes. If you hit the failure requirement, which is a certain number of failures, then it's a catastrophic failure, and you do not accomplish the task. This is basically just a way to sort of simulate group effort in a particular activity over a period of time. So for this, the options are going to be navigation, track, and wilderness.
Right.
The target number is 10. The success requirement is 6. The failure requirement is 3. And the duration, meaning every round, is going to count as 1 hour.
Wait,
Of
navigation.
I'd just like to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that I just now realized I've been running ongoing challenges wrong for the past 4 years.
In what way?
I always thought that, like, oh, so if you fail, that's a failure. And then if you get a margin of failure, that's an extra failure. And
That makes it real hard, though.
yeah, I know. I was constantly thinking, God, the like failure requirements are so much smaller than the success requirements. Man, ongoing challenges are really rough in this game.
Yeah, so the idea, I suppose, is if you fail, just barely by less than 5, it's you're kind of just like wasting time, because a lot of times what the ongoing challenges will be is just to measure how long it takes for you to do something. So failing is just like you're just not contributing for that duration. It's only if you hit a margin that you are actually counterproductive, potentially tanking the thing.
See, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
For this one, though, navigation is one of those first edition skills that were discontinued.
I was thinking that too. Yeah. Hang on. Let me look.
I think it's been changed to wilderness now.
Well,
There's a section that
wilderness is already a choice, so let's.
yeah, it's because it says in the skills section. I'm pretty sure that it's
Yeah,
I'll just go check that. Do you have that open by any chance?
yes. Let's see now. Yes, navigation. This skill should be replaced with the wilderness skill.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's pick a different one.
Can it be athletics?
That's not a terrible choice. Let me just look quick.
I mean, it should definitely be carouse, right?
Gross. Yes. Just surviving the stench of the swamp.
Let's do leadership to represent sort of keeping everybody on task and kind of keeping the group together and cohesive.
Excellent. I'm very good at that.
Yeah, I feel like that's one that should be used more, and I tend to not use it. So let's do leadership instead. I think that's good enough. Because track or navigation is already represented by wilderness. So track, wilderness, and leadership.
Can we use the same skill multiple times?
So you don't have to do all of them. So everybody could choose the same one. It's really just a matter of everyone picking which of those they're the best at and going from there.
Yeah. Well, I'll stretch my wilderness chops. What's the target number again?
It's going to be 10.
10. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, sick.
What was the total on that?
Oh, sorry. That would be 11.
All right. So that's a success. Nameless, what do you want to check?
I'll do track or wilderness the same for me. So I'll just do track just to be different.
All right. DN10.
That's not good, but I would like to succeed. So I'm gonna cheat in this 6.
What's that put you at?
It puts me at wait, no, that's the wrong card. Oh my god. This one. Math is hard apparently.
What's the total then?
The total will be 10.
All right, got it. Trey?
I'm gonna be dragging everybody down because my best score is just +1. Oh my god. Target number 10.
What skill are you doing? Just off the top.
I guess wilderness. My track and wilderness are the same. So,
Okay.
I guess I'll cheat in something that won't fail, or actually, something that succeeds.
Oof.
Ooh.
What's that total then?
That'll be 14.
Cool. All right, enter.
I'm going to use leadership to try to rouse the crew. And I will get a 13.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, so you certainly make some progress towards finding them, but you actually learned some additional information.
Nice.
So first is you find a log that has some like muddy looking butt prints on it. It looks like maybe whoever was coming through here sat down to take a break.
What do muddy looking butt prints look like, Dice?
Use your imagination. You know, it's two blobs that are with a little crease down the middle. The gremlins don't wear a lot of clothes, so if they weren't bare ass, it was close enough. And maybe like a little smear mark from when they jumped up to stand back up or slid down to stand back up. And you also find a little glob of chewing tobacco on the in the leaves next to the log. Later down the trail, you find a discarded bottle of moonshine
Mm.
that is empty. I'm sure someone was going to ask.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. And then a little further down from there, you find what looks like a small puddle of vomit on the ground, and there are two piglets very excitedly smelling around near the pile of vomit. And as you approach them, they squeal and they start sort of pawing at the ground in front of them, looking in your direction.
Oh no.
Draw my knuckle
Oh, no.
dusters again.
Okay. Do
Go
you
on,
want
get!
to... You're yelling at them. Give me a target number 10 husbandry challenge. And if anyone has ranks in husbandry, they can assist if they'd like to.
Do not have ranks in husbandry.
Nope.
All right, so then just a target number 10.
So husbandry. I will get a total of 8.
Okay, do you want to cheat it?
What was the target number?
10.
10. I can. I will cheat in a 9. 10 on the husbandry check. Go on, get!
Okay, so you apparently have a knack for dealing with pigs, and as you say that, they kind of you see them sort of back down a little bit physically, and then they turn and kind of run off into the bushes. All right, and then the last thing, yeah. So a little further down the trail, you find a small pool of water, just kind of a little bit off of where you were going to be walking through, and you see something catches your eye. You see an unusual color, and when you walk over to investigate, you find a blue ribbon that's sort of pressed into the mud slightly. And with that, we can do another duration.
I think just before that, I'm gonna risk it. I want to try and cast a spell to give myself some armor. So I'm gonna cast the spell Shield.
If you
Which is
want to do that, it'll have to count as your duration. Is that what you want to do?
Even if one takes an action.
Well, we're not in dramatic time. We're still in narrative time.
Okay. That'll be fine then.
So you can do it. It's just you'll be doing that instead of contributing to the ongoing challenge.
No, it's fine.
All right.
All right.
Lucifer, you want to go first again?
Right. Okay. Ooh. Everyone else kind of has only like a +1 to these things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
tracking and stuff. Yeah.
I've got a +4.
Yeah. Okay. And the target number is 10.
Yep.
Okay. I'll How do I reveal my cheated card?
Right click and hit flip, I think.
Yeah, it's also Control F.
Yeah.
While it's selected, it'll flip it. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Was that
Yep,
big?
I'll go to 10. Go to a 13.
Okay. Sweet.
And then you just drag it back to your deck, basically.
If you just discard it, it'll
bottom
go to the
deck.
correct discard.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
All right, Nameless, you're up.
All right. We'll go tracking again. It's 10, right? Is the target?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not enough. I will fail.
Okay. Trey, you're up.
Okay. 14.
Woo.
Sweet.
The best Seamus artwork.
And Turtle, you're up.
Yep. Oof. So a 5 total. That's a 1 degree of failure, correct?
That's a margin, yep.
All right.
But I will note that we have already hit the success requirement, so
So it's fine, you think?
I'm not going to give you advice. I'm just telling you
Yeah, I think it'd be fine.
you
to leave it
don't
like
need
that.
any more successes to make it.
Hurts, but I got a 5 leadership.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so as you continue trying to, you continue making your way deeper into the bayou, trying to track these footprints, Abraham accidentally wanders into a beehive, and the bees swarm out and
Ooh.
start trying to sting everyone. So everyone is going to take a target number 10 athletics or toughness check, whichever you prefer. Let's start with Lucifer.
Okay. Toughness. My toughness is AB2. Did I pick up athletics as a skill? I did. Oh, I did. Okay. Sweet. Okay, target number 10. Hey, exactly. That's exactly 10.
Okay. Nameless.
Nice. I will use a toughness check. So, huh! Yeah, that is a 14.
All right, sweet. Trey.
I'll be using toughness 4 plus for 8. I guess I'm gonna have to settle with that.
Okay. And Turtle Club.
I get a 10 exactly. Toughness.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so in spite of the fact that Abraham bumped into the hive, and as the bees all start swarming out, everyone hears the sound and is immediately kind of scatters in different directions to get away from them. Unfortunately, it seems Chet was not so lucky because they went after him, so you got stung quite a bit, especially on your face. So you're going to take a point of damage.
Ow.
And you're going to take a negative twist to any social duels you'd take for the next 3 days because you are
Oh man.
all effed
Oof.
up.
Ow.
So after you reconvene and the bees have been driven off, you make your way further down the trail and you come across what looks like the remains of a campsite. There's a fire pit that has sort of died out. And there's what looks like it was used as a spit with some bones on the ground next to it. Looks like maybe somebody had themselves a little barbecue.
Mm.
And as you keep going, you find on the side of the trail again what looks like a makeshift hopscotch board that's sort of like carved it or etched into the dirt. And there's kind of footprints all around, like somebody was playing with it.
All right.
Hmm.
Are there more tracks leaving this area?
Yeah, I was just seeing if anyone had any response to any of that.
So they kidnapped this girl and then proceeded to allow her to play hopscotch.
I've out of there like, she's doing magic. Quick. Make a teacher said to do magic.
The oldest of magics, hopscotch.
Yeah.
hmm.
The deep magic even.
Hmm.
All right, so you continue on. I'm sorry, did somebody else want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, that's like just to continue on. Pretty much was gonna be my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you keep going, and after another kind of short period of time, you make it to a clearing. The cypress trees part to reveal a small nestled village placed upon a rise in the land. About 20 or 30 ramshackle homes have been crammed onto the rise, and the place is abuzz with activity. Small pens filled with feral pigs are intermingled among the homes, and you see a few of the creatures gnawing at the wooden bars of their prisons with surprising determination. A large crowd of gremlins have gathered near your side of the hill, some of them leaning on their long rifles, while others hold tiny gremlin children on their shoulders to get a better view of the action. At the center of the crowd, an old gremlin with missing teeth is playing hopscotch. Standing next to him at the front of the crowd is another gremlin with a long beard and a blonde human girl in a pink dress. A large moonshine still stands nearby, along with woven baskets filled with all manner of brewing ingredients.
Right.
All right.
What's the plan, boys?
Well, I don't like our chances fighting those things with rifles. Nearly getting shot. I guess what are we doing? Nice humans or mean humans?
Like the sense I'm getting is that they're like gambling on a hopscotch game?
I don't know. Give me a scrutiny check. Let's make it target number 10.
Target 10. Man, target 10s on these. Brutal. Scrutiny. Ah.
The sense you're getting is that you were very confused and you have no idea what's going on.
Oh, okay.
This is some profane ritual they're performing, and the child is
Yeah,
sacrificed.
yeah.
That's an unfortunate Black Joker.
Well, I guess I'll just sort of like, I guess Ryan will just sort of march up and being like, "All right, everyone, hello there, nice to meet you. Don't want to cause any problems. As you may have not noticed, that little girl's got a bit of a different complexion from you lot, so considering I don't think you'll want to mess up your lovely, whatever the hell this thing is with the human child, why don't you just hand her over to me and we can, move on with our lives."
I'm gonna follow on his
So
heels. Oops, sorry.
okay. Is everyone else kind of coming out with him, or is anyone staying back?
Niall stays back because he's confused. But
Dumbfounded.
he's also like, this is a familiar sort of situation to me. In the sense of like, hey, let's pretend we're really nice to people, but maybe we have to shoot someone, and he just pulls his rifle out.
Okay.
He's gonna lie in wait.
Yes, Chet will walk out some distance behind and just kind of stand there looking as friendly as he can.
Does anyone have the intimidation skill?
Absolutely.
Okay, what's your AV?
High. It's like 4.
Okay, I can give you a plus. Then I like see you moving and like, I guess yeah, I'll give you sort of the help act, so you can add like +1 if you want to try and intimidate them.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we do that, as soon as you walk out and kind of announce yourself, a couple of things are going to happen. So first, you're going to notice that a bunch of the gremlins who were not armed are going to... Well, first, everyone turns and looks in your direction, obviously. A bunch of the gremlins who did not appear to be armed, especially the smaller ones that kind of look like children, are all going to scatter and run away in the opposite direction. But the majority of them will immediately pick up their rifles and point them at you.
Can Niall make a stealth check?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
He's trying to stay hidden, and just sort of be ready.
Okay, yeah, give me target number. Let's make it a 9, and I'll give you a positive twist because your colleagues are drawing most of the attention.
Cool. So positive flip. Yeah. I for sure get it.
Okay.
All
right, so I'll say, as they all walk out and take the bold approach, you, having been kind of confused about what was going on, you kind of slink down into the bushes, and you appear to be pretty well hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 15 from me.
Okay, nice. So a margin of success then even.
Nice. Sadly, I don't get my trigger.
Oh no.
It's a sad time.
I think there's a mechanic here for preparing an action, right? Similar to like a D&D.
There's the wait action, which normally costs extra AP, but I think usually mechanical stuff you get is only if you have like from shadows, or there's some rules for like if you surprise someone, but they're not surprised that there's gonna be a fight. Yeah. So besides that, is Turtle, your character, terrible with names.
Yep.
Is he gonna open up
Abraham.
conversation? Abraham, yes, Abraham. Is he gonna open up conversation?
Have any of them actually talked, or they just picked up guns?
So, well, hang tight for just a second before I get to that. I'm just trying to find the thing I was looking for.
I was gonna wait to see what the reaction to your statement was before I started doing my thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Nameless, did Niall take out his rifle, or is he just still?
Yeah, he has his rifle out. He's the goal is to be like, I'm ready for, like, if it's ready in action, it's ready. It's essentially, he's just like, okay, if these gremlins go hostile, he's gonna shoot someone.
All right, so yeah, so there is a. I think the way wait works is basically it's just readying an action effectively. So you spend 1 AP plus the AP that the action would cost, and then if you name a circumstance, and if that comes up, then you get to do the action.
Right,
So
cool.
it'd be like if someone tries to attack you, then you would be able to shoot them first.
Yeah.
So I'll give you, for the margin of success, I'll say that you have readied an action to, I guess, fire. And what do you want to be the triggering circumstance?
If one of the gremlins attacks, he'll shoot that gremlin. Basically, is the plan.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Okay. Yeah. So all the rest of the gremlins have grabbed weapons and are now pointing them at you. The older looking gremlin, who was sort of at the middle of the group, will kind of cautiously approach and look at who actually came out and was talking. I forget now.
Me.
Ryan.
And so I'm gonna approach with my hands kind of out peacefully, and I'm going to slowly reach into my breast pocket and produce a flask. Now, I didn't come here for no scrap. I came here to make a bargain. Put your pea shooters down if you don't mind, and I'll give you some shine.
So the older gremlin is gonna stop when he's a few paces away. And what kind of bargain were you talking about there?
Well, that lady folk over there, the human child with the blonde hair, her mama's missing her something fierce, and was hoping we could bargain for her to return with us. But first, I'll take a sip out of the flask and then hand him the flask.
He's gonna kind of look at it. He's looking at you fairly suspiciously, but as you hold out the flask, his expression kind of softens. What you got there?
Some local shine.
You see him kind of consider it for a second, and then takes a few steps towards you and reaches out and takes the flask. You see him kind of very methodically sort of swirl the flask around under his nose, and he kind of looks up in the air as if he's deeply pondering what he's smelling, and taking his very sweet time. He then will tip his head back and take a sip of the moonshine. He'll kind of hold it in his mouth as if this is something that he does pretty regularly, and then you'll see him swallow, and he'll look up at you. It's actually pretty good stuff there. Did you make it yourself?
Nah, I happen to know a lovely lady on the local side. Actually, the mother of that yonder child, and if you're interested in more, I'm sure that more can be acquired. Assuming the child is returned safely to whence she came.
Give me a bewitch challenge.
Oh no. Why not convince? I'm so much better at convince. It doesn't matter. It's actually, they're both +2. All right, here we go.
Because the GM is
you'll get a positive twist.
because the GM is the cruel and capricious man.
But it's target number 14.
Oh, I can do that. Here, you guys ready for the nuts play?
Yep.
All right.
15.
Okay then.
Hey.
Hey.
It's just you gotta love those pocket 13s, right?
Okay, so a few things are gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna become intoxicated.
I just took a sip.
Yeah,
it's good
Okay.
shit.
but you're still gonna become.
It's very good
It's
shit.
very strong.
I mean, certainly make a cross check. I think that the target number for moonshine is like a TN14. So,
Oof.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna say that in order to sell it,
Mm.
you had to drink enough
Yeah.
that you got intoxicated. The older gremlin is gonna, after enjoying this sip of moonshine, he's actually gonna hand the flask off to a smaller gremlin that's next to him, who's also gonna take a sip. That gremlin does not respond as well to it, but he also seems to enjoy it. And then the gremlin, the old man, will take the flask back and hand it back to you. So you said you wanted to take the girl back. She was showing us a brewing ritual that we were not aware of up until this point. But if you say her mom is missing her, then I suppose we could turn her back over to you.
I'll look back at the what's the name of the guy next to me?
Ryan.
Look back at Ryan. So Yeah, I think that we're all good here. If you wouldn't mind, and maybe y'all can broker some negotiations for more of this shine, a little shine for shine, as it were.
Yeah, you lot, you where do you make things? Sure as you could trade for like pork or something.
Trade for what?
Yeah, I'm sure she could. Yeah, I'm sure that what this lovely lady could trade you the village some beautiful moonshine for like pork or something. That's what gremlins make, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that I think that's something doable. Hey, could we get you guys to finish teaching us the ritual, the
Uh,
brewing ritual?
that's
That's what we
that's more
really
of
want
a
to know. Do you know about
it's
it?
more of a children's. It's a form of magic only known to the youthful. We're all far
Yeah,
too old to understand that spellcraft. I
yeah,
could.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to speak to her mom and see if we can make something work because we're very interested. But as you say, her mom's upset. Then you better get the girl home. And with that, he's gonna kind of motion to some of the other gremlins, and they're gonna escort the little girl up to you. She comes walking up. She looks perfectly content, just like she's out for a stroll.
I look like I don't know what to
Ask.
say to a child.
Yeah. I I do want to ask the gremlins, like, so did your lot just pluck? What was your plan? Did you just pluck her from the side of her garden or something?
What do you mean pluck? No, of course not.
Then how'd you end up with you? Why did you take her in the first place?
We didn't take her anywhere. We found her over there playing with her hops and her scotch, and we asked her about it. And when she told us about the brewing ritual, we asked her if she could show us. So she followed us back here.
Right. That right. Misunderstanding then. Sure.
Do you know the secret to the ritual? I'm not sure we fully mastered it yet.
He pauses. Now, I'm not from the part of my country that was specialized in this, but God, I don't think I have. No, actually, I'm have negative charm. I don't know if no culinary. I guess I don't know if I want to lie. Maybe if I was trying, like, I guess I could try to like fuck with the gremlins a wee bit. Like, all right, I'll show you something. Can I just do like a general show of magic to just try and impress these people?
Yeah. Do you have any kind of do you have a spell that you can cast? Because aside from a spell, I don't really think there's any.
Um, I guess I could just I guess I could just try and sort of, like cast shield and do like a little show of magic to try and endear them or something like that.
Yeah, we can say it manifests as like some lights or like a little aura around someone or something like that. Sure.
Yeah, I've enchanting it. Yeah. Okay.
What
Yeah.
do you want to cast?
Do I have a specific target number or just the higher the more impressive?
Well, so if you just want to cast the spell,
Right.
then it would be whatever the TN is to cast the spell. So
Sweet. Okay. So for one.
who are you doing it on?
Okay. Crows is not any of my such a good card gone to waste. Yeah, that's not any of my spell types. So I guess I try to summon up this sort of like golden light and it just kind of fizzles out.
He's gonna kind of look at you, and his brow is furrowed, even though he doesn't have a brow.
You see what I mean? Like I tried this stuff far beyond me. You'll have to in future and when she's back home, talk to the child about that with her mother's permission.
So,
He gets this sort of incredulous look on his face. It seems she's the expert, but as you say, we'll speak to the girl's mom.
Well, of course, you speak to her, but you look future reference. Don't children. Right, you wouldn't let a gremlin child just I don't know walk out into the middle of the bayou, right? You wouldn't just let him walk out of your sights, or I assume you don't at least.
I'm not much for child rearing, to be honest.
Right.
But gremlin children are certainly known to have a bit of freedom if they want it.
Yeah,
You wouldn't let
Didn't seem wrong to me.
you wouldn't let a
You city folk have some weird ways about you.
you wouldn't let a gremlin child walk into Malifaux City now, would you? All
Yeah,
by
exactly.
the lonesome.
Well, gosh, no, but gremlins don't have a bounty out on the heads of every human now, do we?
Yeah, right. But the thing I'm just sort of saying here is don't just take children, all right? Children don't. No offense, lassie, turned to go. Yeah, but they don't. Just don't take children, all right? Like even
Now,
if they say
now listen here, sir. I already told you that I didn't take the child. The child agreed to come with
right,
me.
and
But if you're telling me that that's against human customs or some such,
yeah,
then
I'm
point taken.
I'm telling you that
We won't do it again. We'll speak with the girl's mother.
that's good. I'm telling you in future reference, if a child says, "Oh, I'm going to run into the swamp," you tell him no. In the same way that if I don't know, a child gremlin said, "Oh, I want to throw a bottle of moonshine on the fire," you tell him, "Shut up."
All right,
Just
all right. The tensions are getting kind of high. How about this? Let's come to a compromise because clearly this spell that she is casting she is not finished and you have yet to master it. So why don't you take a little bit longer and let Lisa, is that your name, darling?
She's gonna look up, and she's had this like very confused but somewhat entertained look on her face, like she's kind of enjoying this. It's Dawn. Who's Lisa?
Dawn, I look like very uncomfortable talking to like this thing. And I say, listen, Dawn, why don't you show these gremlin folk their this ritual that you want for a little while longer? We'll hang back, and once you're ready to go, we'll take you back to your mama, all safe and sound. How's that sound?
Well, I was trying to teach them to play hopscotch, but they don't really seem to get it. Did you say you were taking me back to my mom? I miss her.
I suppose, yeah. If you're ready to go.
Okay, great. She was holding a small rock in her hand, and as you say that, she's gonna toss the rock on the ground behind her, and she's gonna kind of start walking back in the direction you guys came.
what is it with these malfortune? You live next to a swamp full of giant crocodiles. What the devil is wrong with these children?
I mean, it's a valid.
The old
valid
gremlin's
question.
gonna look over at you. The gators ain't so bad once you get used to them.
You're the size of you just fit your bite size for the. I thought your people were like paranoid of this crap. You're not.
You just punch him in the nose.
No, actually, you know what? You don't do that. I heard about that. There was this daft idiot came in from like America or some such, tried to snap a alligator's thing because apparently Earthside alligators, if you press their mouth together, they can't open them. Apparently around here, they're much stronger than Earthside, so the damn bastard got eaten up by it.
Could have punched it in the nose.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. They have like apparently there's mosquitoes around here the size of people, so I just assume no rules apply and everything is terrifying.
Just gonna shrug and follow the kid.
Yeah, me too. Just migraine central.
So when Dawn walks past Chet, she's gonna stop, like right in front of him, and then look up, and her head is gonna be basically tilted all the way back as far as she can go to look up at you. Hey, Mister,
Yeah,
you're tall.
thanks.
And then she's just gonna shrug her shoulders and keep walking.
What's your family name, Gremlins?
I don't think they have one. At least it's not named.
Do you want to make one up?
I mean, there's a list of them into the bio. They could be like, actually, wait, nope, I know this one actually.
No, I don't want to make them one of the actual canon ones, so I'm just gonna make something up.
You've fallen for the most dreaded DM trap when you introduce a character and then the players are like, "What's their name? And what do they do for a living? And what are their families?"
Well, I actually have the answer to those questions. If I wrote it, I would have had names for them, but it's pre-written. And
I think the Benoist family live closest to Edge Point, so they'd probably be part of like the wider Benoist Benoit. That's it, the Benoit family. One of the many Benoit family things.
So the Benets?
French man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. The Beignets, the Beignet family.
I'm gonna say their last name is Pierce because that's not already a gremlin name. So
that's fair.
Cool. Well, it's a pleasure meeting y'all. I'm gonna hand them a card, a recruitment card for the Miners and Steamfitters Union. I'll be in touch.
He's gonna take the card and look at it just with a dumbfounded look on his face. He's gonna hold it up in front of his eyes, but make no attempt to read it. He's not even holding it right side up. And then he's gonna smell it like he's gonna try to eat it because he doesn't know what to do with it.
That's fine.
You're some weird folks, but not altogether objectionable. You have yourselves a nice day.
You too.
Is everybody leaving?
Yeah. I'm
Once
following the child.
the little girl sort of like reaches sort of like the edge of safety sort of thing, Niall extricates himself from his hiding place.
Do you come out near Dawn?
Yeah.
So when you pop out, she's gonna kind of flinch and look over at you. Whoa! How many of you are there?
Oh, that's a secret. That just sort of like he looks around conspiratorially, like there might be just like 50 people like directly underfoot.
Ooh, it's a secret. I want to know the secret. I can keep secrets. I won't tell anyone, not even my mom.
Wow, that's well, you should always tell your mom the truth.
But you said you have a secret.
Yeah, but it's more of a. It's not really a fun secret, some secrets are fun. It's not really a fun secret.
Give me a bewitch or convince check. Target number 8.
Sure. Okay. I don't think he's good at that.
You got this. Believe in fate. It's a child. You can do this.
All right, we'll go convince. I've got. What's the target number?
8.
8. Okay. Well, that's a 14. So,
Goddamn.
Yeah, it didn't sound that fun anyway, and she's gonna just turn and keep walking.
Good. He just wipes the sweat off his brow, like, oh god.
I'm gonna walk over and tap you on the shoulder and be like, you're kind of useful. I like having you at my back. You don't shoot me in the back like the other guy.
Yeah, it's not really it's not really good for continued employment.
Unless your employment is shooting people in the back, then I guess it's better for employment.
Yeah, but I don't really like to work for the kind of people that do that sort of thing.
An honest sniper. Wow, never thought I'd see the day.
Same though.
Wow. Wow, what kind of people you all hang around with? Just miscreants and.
So Dawn's a little bit ahead of you guys, but as you're having that conversation, she's gonna look back. Who shot you in the back?
Don't worry about it, dear. I walked it off.
That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do. Those gremlins were nice. They probably wouldn't shoot you in the back.
They shoot each other in the back, probably.
She says right as someone gets shot in the back.
They just wanted to learn how to play hopscotch, but they weren't very good at it.
Curious, actually, how do you not understand? Like, what? How can you fail hopscotch?
I don't know. That's a good question, but they didn't seem to understand. They kept asking me if we should put more hops in the scotch, and I told them that's not how it works.
Alcohol puns.
Listen, all this racism against gremlins.
She likes the gremlins. She's not racist. She just thinks they're kind of dumb.
Yeah, which is not wrong. That's not.
It's based on evidence. It's just true.
Yeah, that's just right. Okay, so are we another round of survival things to try and get out of here?
No, so you kind of know your way now that on your way in you were tracking them specifically. So you start heading back towards where you came from, and you seem to have an okay time finding your way back.
Nice.
You keep having conversations, and Dawn keeps sort of applying you all for information about just anything that comes up. She's pretty talkative. the conversation is just getting to the point where it's becoming unbearable when some movement catches your eye. Then something large and green falls from the sky, landing right next to Dawn with a splash of fetid water. Her screams take on a tone, one of horror, as the fishman raises a web claw above its head in preparation to strike her down. So let's vote for initiative.
Oh god.
Right.
You're like, you thought it was going to be fighting gremlins, and really,
I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use my 9 and get a 12.
Was
nice.
it cheat initiative?
Yeah, pretty sure you can cheat initiative.
I don't actually know.
I'll check.
I shall flip for initiative. Ha! I have a 7.
There you go.
I won't cheat.
No, you cannot cheat initiative specifically.
Oh, really? Huh.
All right, my turn.
Hang tight.
What do you
So
know?
take that card back. What was your original flip?
Be
Wasn't
a
3.
3 plus 3. That'd be a 6.
Okay. Yeah, Trey, you want to do your flip?
All right. Total of 11.
Okay. And Abraham or Terrell?
I got an 8.
All right. If you want to open the map and then go to the top right corner.
I'm honestly afraid to.
Silurids. Is Dawn Hoffman?
It's actually the student of conflict. The art for this, for whatever reason, is based on Puppet Wars. So it's
Yeah.
like-
I'm like, it's like Puppet Hoffman. Like, that's
yeah, it's weird.
It is.
wild.
I don't remember if there are any redheaded men in Malifaux.
I feel like there might be a minion that's got red hair, but
It's gotta be one. There's gotta be one ginger male character in all of Malifaux.
what's Parker's
Doesn't Iggy have red hair?
henchman's name? I think he's got red hair, no? The guy with the cigar.
Oh, Mad
Dog, yeah.
Dog.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure Iggy's got red hair too.
The reason I know that is because when I played a Through the Breach campaign in real life, one of the people that played it had used my Mad Dog model as his character.
Oh, nice.
I looked at it a lot.
I have been on the receiving end of Mad Dog,
Same.
and it is brutal.
I've actually never played against Parker, but he looks really cool, especially his new alt title. Oh, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
No, this was Mad Dog in a Shill 2 crew. It was effective, to say the least.
It's so weird. I cannot find. I don't think that Mad Dog. It's fine. I'll use
Iggy exists. He's got red hair.
Right? Yeah. Oh, Iggy. Oh man, Iggy was a big character in one of the games I ran. Poor Iggy.
All right, with that, let's kick it off here. Chet is up first. Remember that it's second edition rules.
Okay. I guess I'll use my first AP to pull out my weapon because I didn't specify that was out. I have the blistery face that's giving me a minus on socials. Will that also apply to impose since that uses intimidate?
Question. Yes, it would.
Okay. What size are the Silurids?
The size 1 for their height. I think they're height 1 or 2.
I'm pretty sure it says 2.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So my step 0 talent is going to give me a positive with a impose against it. So that'll cancel out into a straight flip. So
Nice.
I'm imposing.
So what?
I'll use impose against it for +4 to a straight flip.
Okay, that's against Siluriid 1.
Yes, against someone that's engaged with Dawn. That's just a 6.
What is impose resisted by centering?
Is it scrutiny?
Centering.
Centering.
Can somebody tell me what the aspect is for centering?
Tenacity.
All right, so you're at target number 7.
Okay, in that case, I'm cheat in a 3 for target number 7.
Okay. How? What are you doing to impose the Silrid?
I guess just like bowing up and yelling at it, threatening it with my weapon from the back there.
What is your weapon? Just out of curiosity.
Rail hammer.
Oh, sweet. Okay, nice.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's
Brutal.
He's definitely not a stranger to work.
Yeah.
Speaking of Railhammer, broken for its cost. Oh my god,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
it's really good. It's almost as much as a great sword for like a third of the price.
Yeah. Okay, so is that your turn?
That'll be it. That's all I got the AP for.
All right. So the Silurids will go.
Uh-oh.
The Silrid that jumped out next to Dawn is going to pick her up, and it is then going to leap.
No.
Next Silrid is going to jump out of the swamp. All right, and then this one is going to charge Ryan. Why don't you give me a target number 10 defense tool?
Okay. Yep, that's a 12.
All right, and one more time.
That's a 10 exactly.
One cheat.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so it's a double neg. It's gonna be 1 damage.
Easy enough.
So you see the one Siluriid jump away, holding Dawn, and then one of his buddies leaps out of the Bayou, charges at Ryan. He takes a swipe at him with one of his talons, and Ryan's able to dodge out of the way, but then he follows up with his other hand and gives you a little slash across the chest.
Easy.
Rude.
All right, the next one is going to leap out as well, and then he's going to also charge at Ryan.
I think there was 0 action leap. Yeah, it's fine. On the meat shield, I'll take it.
Actually, he'll charge Abe instead.
Yay!
So, target number 10, defense.
There you go. 12?
All right.
No, 13.
That will
13.
miss. And one more time.
Saw that coming a mile away.
All right, so he runs up to you and tries to swipe at you twice, and you jump out of the way easily. And last but not least, he's going to leap. And he'll also charge Abe.
Wow.
Yay! I got this.
Bonus action leap.
Number
Just
10.
rude.
Nope. I got a 4.
Don't cheat.
Nope.
It's a straight flip.
Yep. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Cheat?
No, I'm just gonna flip good.
How?
It's 4.
Don't wait.
I'll only take 3.
Okay.
Do Silurids have a trigger on rams?
They do. He gets to attack you again.
I thought so. I was like, hang on, I'm sorry, but I do remember that.
Target number 10.
Don't remind
Rude.
him. All right, so this is the bonus. Yeah, I easily get it.
All right.
12.
And for his third trick.
All right.
One more time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he hits me again.
What's that total?
5.
All right, so with an egg. 1 damage.
Nice.
Armor reduces it to a minimum of 1, correct?
Yes.
Ow. Oh, you like to play dirty, do you?
All right, Abe's up.
Sweet. So I'd like to use impose as one of my actions against the one next to Iggy.
Okay.
So how do I do that exactly?
Number, because I don't know what you meant by that.
Some poses, it's an intimidation
Please
check.
pick a number
against-
for the
Yeah.
target, because I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, sorry. The one next, slurred 3,
Okay, the one in the middle.
number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a intimidate versus their centering skill, and then if you succeed, they suffer a negative if they attack anyone that's not.
To attack anyone. All right.
You
So
also-
I'd like to
again-
do that.
They get an extra negative also for every margin success you get. So if that matters.
Okay. So what's the TN?
I think it's 7, but let me just double check. Yeah, 7.
Okay. Yeah, easily. I get a 16.
Okay, that's 1 margin.
And I think that might actually give me a trigger. Hang on. Yeah, intimidation. Soften them up. I get a free pugilism attack, but I can't declare triggers off of that.
Sweet.
And then gain a margin of success. Soften you up. Soften you up, boy. All right, so this is a free my free attack. So I get a plus to this because I'm nearsighted. So I flip 2 and take the highest.
Is it against the same target?
Yeah, it has to be against the same target. Just punch him up in the gut.
Target number 10.
So I get a 13, and I can't declare triggers.
Great. So negative for damage?
It'll be straight up because they're loaded fist or whatever. So it ignores 1 negative of damage.
Oh, nice.
So moderate damage of 2.
All right.
All right, so he has a negative to attack anyone else. Then I'm going to, after I punch him in the gut, I'm going to manifest my terrorize, and I'm going to attempt to terrify him. So he has negative to attack me also.
Okay.
So he has a negative to attack everybody.
He's a double negative to attack anyone other than you, and a negative to attack you.
Exactly. So it's AV4, AP0, resist willpower, range 6, target gains terrified. So I just flip, and what's the target number?
What's it resisted by? I missed that.
Willpower.
Willpower.
9.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I get a 13.
And that's a 0?
That's bonus. Nice. The 0. So he's terrified. So he has negative to attack me and double negative to attack anyone else. And then the other guy, I'm going to punch in his face.
Which is
slurred number 4.
Okay. Target number 10.
Yep. So I will get a 6. I'll definitely succeed with a 16.
All right. That's a straight flip.
All right. So 1 flip, weak damage. Take 1.
Do you want to describe what you just did? Because it was a lot.
Yeah, all right. So basically, so they leap over and like cut my face open, and I start I look down at the blood running down the side of my face, like, well, I guess it's my turn. You're gonna fight dirty. So I'm like, I take a step forward, like I'm gonna psych him out, and he reflexively steps back, and then I wind up and just punch him right in his gut, and then the other one starts leaping at me, so I just cold cock him right on the end of his nose. And like, you're next.
All right, awesome.
Nice.
And that's it for me.
All right, cool. Next up is Niall.
Niall is gonna shoot Salurid 1, the one that's stealing Dawn.
You can't see him right now.
Oh, you
I
can't?
don't think so, right? I don't see any line of sight through there.
What height are the Salurids?
2.
Oh, they're height 2. Okay.
If you walk down a body length, you'd be able to see.
Yeah. If I move this way?
Yeah.
I can see. Can I see from there? I think I can.
Yeah. Let me look.
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so he just smoothly takes a sidestep and just sights down the rifle and fires a shot at the slur. Is there a thing about cold shots? Can I hit it in the leg or something like that to prevent it from running away?
Unless you have an ability.
There's specifically a general talent that lets you discard a card to pick the suit of critical effects, but I think that's the closest thing.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's my friend. Get this, because the amount of times they've almost killed an enemy but keep hitting in the arm or the leg instead of the head is very annoyingly common.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'll just shoot at it and
randomize with Dawn.
I don't randomize because of my unequal accuracy.
How rude.
So
honestly, I'm glad randomizing in second edition is my least favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. No, I have unequal accuracy. Do not randomize the target when firing it into engagement when using long arms.
Awesome. Target number 10.
I appreciate you even more right now.
Why?
Because I'm a frontline fighter. I don't like being shot.
Oh, right. I'm like, this seems like a skill that would be useful in combat. I'm going to take this skill.
Abraham's been traumatized by this in the recent past.
Oh, I see. All right. 9 of Rams. So that's pretty good for me. That is, hang on. What are we? Long arms? Yeah. So that's a 14.
Nice.
I also have a trigger on that. I don't think it matters. It just ignores hard to wound.
Okay.
And also if a critical effect is generated, it automatically affects the head.
That's good. All right. So that's going to be a negative for damage.
Negative for damage. So we'll just double flip.
Oof.
It's fine. It does 3 damage.
You're min 3?
Yeah, I'm a min 3 gun.
Nice. Okay.
I'm
cool.
I'm 3/3/4. Like
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a min 3 beta in this game.
Is that it for now?
Yeah, because the walk is an action, right? Walk's an AP?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he only has 2 AP, so yeah.
All right. Ryan's up.
All right. So I'm gonna start by sort of like smiling over to Abraham and giving him sort of like a pat on the back as I cast the spell Shield. So Shield is a TN 10 of tomes. I'm gonna add Reduce AP, which raises the TN up to a 15 of tomes. And just let me get out. Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna flip one. Oh, damn! What? I don't even have to cheat. Yeah,
Great.
that's 15 of tomes exactly. So you the next 10 minutes
Incredible.
have +1 armor. Yep. Then I'm gonna roll my shoulders like, all right, pretty boy, ready to dance? As I go into
There's a 0, right? Because you did reduce AP.
yes, it is.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to make 2 attacks. So first attack,
Who are you targeting?
the Silurid 2, and I think we'll just draw a card because that was like the last card in the Fate deck.
Yeah. So everybody draw a card off here. Just
Yay!
Oh, nice.
I'm real aw.
do a max of 5, just so you know.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
And was the 8 your attack?
Yes, that's plus
Okay.
5, so that's a
Int.
13.
That
And
is
I have fist loaded, so I get to ignore one of the negatives.
straight foot.
Yep. Ooh, okay, that's 4 damage. Right to the jaw. Okay. Then I'm gonna make another attack. Okay, that's a 15. And I think
So
that's
straight
still
again?
just I think it's straight again.
Holy shit!
So I get around elbow side, like around past this creature's elbow, as it's distracted by like what is this man shouting over here. I get around, beat around the back of the head, get stumbling, and then put my I assume it's taken 8 damage. I assume it's dead.
Yeah. No, it's a
Yeah.
corpse marker.
Yeah. I put it on its head, then put my foot in its head and crush it into the dirt. By the way, what it looks like is you have this, despite it being sorcery, Abraham now has this like shimmering golden force field around him. I then look to the Silura, it's like, you're gonna regret ever walking out of that shit, all right, buddy? And like aim point at him like, I'm gonna kill you next. And yeah, that's my turn.
Nice. All right, back to chat.
All right, let me see. How do I go about measuring movement? Do I use that tape up there, or
You don't bother with the tape measure. It's a nightmare. Just use small auras. Like put up a 1-inch aura and just drag and drop 1 inch at a time if you gotta do it.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Can you charge? What's your melee range?
2 inches?
You should be able
Alright,
to charge him. Just gotta go in a straight line.
let's see.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you charge up there and then swing around, yeah.
If yeah, I do have that talent that just lets me move through characters, so in a straight
Well, that's
line to
handy.
just there would work, right?
Oh, wow. Oh, you get to move through people?
With a slower height than me because of Behemoth.
Because you're just so huge. Oh,
Which is
that's
most
so
people.
good. Oh, shit.
That is very good.
Wait,
Actually, I didn't even.
If that was the case, why didn't you just run directly at Slurrid 1?
Because he'd take attacks, wouldn't he?
Yes, you would take disengaging. Like,
Why would
yeah.
he take
He'd still provoke.
Disengaging
Oh, yeah,
strikes.
I need an AP to draw
Yeah.
the weapon. Charge is 2 AP.
Yes.
No. If he walked towards the south of them, he could avoid their melee range. And
slurred number 3 is -2 to attack anybody, so anyone other than myself. So like the
Oh.
odds of, yeah, you could just walk past him.
well, but again, as long as if you stay out of that bubble, you would be able to avoid it. Like you wouldn't even have to take a disengaging strike.
That's true.
Oh, with charge, like I have to end within engagement range of somebody. Of an
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to charge Silverid 1, but if you wanted to double walk, you could probably make it over there just to tie him up.
Yeah, because then he can't escape you. Unless
Yeah.
he. Oh, he can.
Actually-
But he can leap though. They can zero action leap.
Let's see. Okay. Where was I before? Is there an undo movement button to change?
Yeah, hang on. Actually, I'll do it.
I think Behemoth is my new favorite pursuit. That's so cool.
So
pretty
good.
good.
So good.
So let me.
Oh, I felt good for a second when they were like, "Oh man, that's really cool that you can shoot like that." And now there's like, Behemoth is now my favorite. I'll go. Friendship ended
Oh,
with
yeah.
Marksman. Friendship acquired with Behemoth.
So wait, can
What's your walk stat?
I? 4.
With a 2-inch melee, I can't imagine you won't be able to reach him.
Yeah,
The
that's-
10-inch threat range.
Can I clone my character to see what the range would be on?
Yeah, you'll easily be able to get him because you have a 2-inch melee. So, but yeah, you
End it there,
just
and like there. Is that?
Yeah, if you take a long way around, yeah, but you said it that.
Yeah, that'll engage him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, just
Now-
keep him there because then I can keep shooting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I move.
well, I gotta say I didn't see that coming, but
That's
that's that kind of foiled my plan here.
Yeah,
so
I feel like-
just a little meta level insight. The leap technically only works once per
Yeah.
dramatic time because you have to discard a card and they only have one quote unquote
Yeah.
card.
I didn't want to
Interesting.
mention that, but yeah, it's
Oh,
certain
okay.
crowds crazy abilities, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose because
Um,
otherwise that'd be kind of busted if they could just do that.
It would
forever.
be.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise on a board this size, they'd be able to get away so easily. You'd have to
Exactly.
one shot them. Yeah. Okay, so is that your whole turn? Do you have anything else? Zeros or anything?
Now that's 2 AP.
Okay. We are back to the Silrid. So that Silrid is going to growl because he's angry that you've foiled his plan, and then he's going to try to disengage.
Oh god, again! Like shakes his fist in the air.
Yeah. Well, his hands are full, but he's going to metaphorically shake his fist.
He just shakes the he just shakes Dawn at you. Just angrily. I was trying to steal this baby.
So give me a target number 10 on your melee attack to see if you stop him from disengaging.
Alright, wait. Let me look at that. Heavy melee acting value 4 plus. Ooh, 7. Okay, I need number 10.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheat that in.
Okay. So he flails around and
And
shakes Dawn and doesn't make any progress. So he's going to try again.
all right, so one more.
Yep. Target number 10.
Exactly 10.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay. He's going to once again, he tries to walk away and you hold out your rail hammer and you box him in and stop him from getting away.
Good job.
Silrid number 3
Nice.
is very scared and intimidated and other things. So he's going to try to take a poke at Abe with 1 negative, right?
Correct.
So target number 10.
So I flip 2. Is that how
Yeah,
that
you get a
works?
positive.
Okay.
Exactly.
I will fail. I have an 8.
With the 6. Okay. So I will take a negative on damage. That's 1.
I will take 1. He scratches more of my armor.
And gonna do it again.
2. I will succeed with a 15.
Okay.
Nice.
So he takes a swipe at you, gets another scratch in, and then Tries to claw you again and misses. And then Slurred number 4. He didn't have any of those things affecting him, right?
No, that ended when the behemoth moved.
Okay, so he's just gonna take a regular melee attack at you. Target number 10.
Yeah. I will succeed.
Isn't that a 10 exactly?
Yep.
Yeah, so then he ties you and he hits.
Oh, is that? Oh, right. Yep.
You wanna cheat?
Nope. My hand is bad.
Oh, gotcha. All right, that's also my trigger. So double neg,
Oh, I forgot. No, never mind.
1 damage.
Yep. Death of 1,000 cuts. I'm still up though.
Hey, I have feeling
Okay.
magic as
It's a
me
free attack.
fine.
Yep. Free
Target number
attack.
10.
Straight up. I'll get a 15.
All right, that'll do it. And then his second AP, he'll attack again.
I will get an 11.
Damn. You flipped real good there.
I'm really lucky. I don't know if you know this, but
You need pretty. What did you need? You need a 9, right? That was your minimum
Yeah.
to make him miss.
yep.
That's very good. Okay, so he's gonna do just a flurry of swipes and do nothing but 1 point of damage. So
I'll
he's
hold
disappointed.
up my hands like a boxer and just weather the blows.
Just duck and weave.
Yep.
All right, we're back to you, Abe.
Well, I guess I'm going to terrorize Slurred number 4 now.
How long does that last?
Until
That's a good question.
it lasts
Until
until the start of this character's next turn in dramatic time.
Right.
Yeah.
So 3 is no longer terrorized.
correct. It'd be really cool if I could terrorize multiple. All right, so it's a TN 9, you said? So I will get a 9 exactly.
Yeah.
But no trigger this time to punch him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the impose on number 3.
Okay. 7,
Failing awfully.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna punch number 4. No, punch number 3.
Right, target number 10. Number 3, target 10.
I will get a 10.
Okay, double neg.
Single neg. Because I have a fistful.
Yep.
So weak of 1.
Okay.
I'll lash and kick and bite and scrape and curse and spit and do 1 damage back.
It's a whole lot of just fists flying and not much happening.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
All right, cool. So Niall's up.
Niall. Niall will shoot at the Silurian still holding Dawn.
I think
Okay.
you have to move first as you. I don't think you can shoot through the height of Chet.
Damn it!
So,
No, you can't. A 30 mil character cannot block line of sight from another 30 mil character. So you're fine.
Oh,
that's
really?
nice.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Unless you, yeah.
There's like a theoretical spot where you could be in perfect alignment, but there's actually a rule. At least in 3rd edition, there is a thing that specifically says you can't. That won't block line of sight. So I'm gonna honor that because it is better.
Handy.
Yeah.
Cool. I was gonna be like, no, I can only take 1 action. Sad. I'd have to walk and shoot. I will.
I would like to make this combat encounter more challenging. That's a dumb rule. I'm not gonna say that you can't see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. In 2nd edition, it was like you have to declare that your intention is that you're blocking line of sight between 2 models. And other than that,
interesting.
it's literally impossible.
Right.
And in 3rd edition, there's no such thing. So shoot.
Cool. Shoot away. I will open fire. What did the? Oh, it's there. That's right.
Number 10.
That is a 13 at crows. That is for sure going to hit because that's an 18.
That's pretty good. Straight foot.
And how do just so I understand, because I have things that sorry for slowing it down, but because I have things that are like critical. I have things that care about critical effects. How does when do you get a critical effect? How does that work?
So a critical effect would be applied if when you go to 0 or less health, you would take a critical effect and have to take a toughness check to stay standing. But if the model is so weak that it can't pass the toughness check, it effectively just quote unquote dies when it hits 0 health.
Oh, okay.
So we don't even bother flipping for the critical effect.
Okay.
That would come up a lot if you were facing a more powerful enemy, where you would take them down to 0 health, and then you'd be imposing critical effects to try to wear them down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whereas this is just like a
last session that actually came up quite a bit, but this section, these enemies, when you kill them, they're just
because they're like
there
minions,
are other abilities that will impose critical effects by themselves, even when they're at full health or whatever or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, wrench just gives someone a critical effect. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is I need to look for things that can somehow give me a critical effect when I shoot something, even though it's not a critical.
Yeah, that would help. Or just if you're fighting a more powerful enemy,
it'll just happen as okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it definitely hits because that's an 18. So straight flip for damage. We don't know how many wounds these things have, right?
Not unless you did the math.
They don't have many. They're only minions. They don't look physically big enough to be like 10 wound creatures.
Right.
I know the answer.
I do too, but I'm trying.
I just want to know. Like, it's not a thing that I.
I didn't modify it just because you looked at the rules doesn't mean you know.
It's not a thing that I know, and it's probably not a thing that Niall knows. I mean, I do min 3 anyway. It's fine. I'll take the 3 damage. So he's taken 6 damage so far.
Got him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Now the real question is, can I thread? Oh, I can hit Solar 3, I think. Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'll take a shot at Solar 3 with my second AP.
Target number 10.
Yeah. That's definitely going to get it. Technically triggers.
That'll be a negative.
Say that again.
And that's a negative.
Yeah, because I'll be 13. Yeah, total.
Yeah.
Technically, I ignore hard to wound, but that doesn't really matter in this scenario. So it's negative flip, right? So we'll go. And I do min 3 damage. Nice. In
sad silver noises.
In stark contrast to the team who are sort of like cursing and spitting and yelling at people, Niall's really quiet when he's fighting things, and he's just very calmly, like, no one could. He could be alone, like no one could be here. He's just very calmly just and bang, and just moves the gun very slowly across to the next target and bang, and it's all just very like smooth and practiced and very like he just lines up people and takes them out.
Yeah.
What's the capacity on that rifle? Just out of curiosity.
The capacity on that rifle is 12.
Damn, that's wild. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I can shoot for a real long time before I need to reload this gun.
What's its name?
It is the Collier Lightning 1902.
Oh yes, I think that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's got a flat damage track, to be fair. I guess that's the way it's balanced.
Yeah,
min 3 with 12 shots. That's real good.
Yeah, it's 2 AP reload, but like most combats are over before I need to reload. So.
Well, the trick is that's 20 strip and it has an 8 range of 18. That's the trick to it. It's really, really good.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we are back to Ryan.
Okay. This counts as like a straight line, right?
As long as you didn't overlap him, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna run up. Try and actually, first of all, I'm going to zero action. I'm going to try and cast shield on myself. Zero action as a zero action, and then add increase. I don't know, I'll just add as a zero action. That'd be tome number 15 of tomes.
Mm-hmm.
So I fail, but I draw a card. I'll get to that. And then I'm going to try and punch it. Okay. I think instead I'm gonna. So many tabs. There's everything. Here it is. Okay. So yes, I'm going to cheat fate with that 9 from earlier. That's gonna make it a 14. Yep, it's gonna make it 14. So that's straight. That's max damage. And if they're still alive, they drop prone.
How much is his max damage?
4.
All right, he drops prone.
Yep, I'm like, I don't know the anatomy of these things, but it has a jaw. So I drive by, smack it in the jaw, and drop it prone. Then I'm going to get an advantage as I just put my knee on this creature's chest and just start pummeling it in the face. Okay, that's the 12. That's plus 5. That's 17. I think it's still straight. So that's minimum damage of 1. Is it still alive?
Nope.
Nice.
Okay, because even if it was, I have the trigger rabbit. The mask and the trigger rabbit punch, so I would get an extra attack against it anyways.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no. So just sock in the jaw, put it down, and then just stop pummeling its face into mush into the ground, and then
Just-
just stand up.
This is just the
Hey.
this is just the Murder Boys who went on this adventure.
These
Maybe
fucking
we should have fought the gremlins. It would have been a really tough fight, but considering how easily that went.
yeah, no. Right, I look around. Does anyone need any serious medical attention?
I'm gonna.
Before we do that, so real quick,
Oh.
so that
Yes.
ends dramatic time, so you can close the map out. Everybody then you can discard as many cards as you would like, and then you can draw cards until you have 3.
I'm gonna discard a 1 and a 3.
I just got a 2 and a
You-
5.
You
Joined
cut
with
off my
3 and an 8. Okay, it's
you cut off my funny joke.
oh, sorry. It's not the joke.
When he asked the question, does anybody need any serious help? He's like, yeah, the Silurians.
Good.
I will,
Nice.
I'll discard it.
I'll walk it off.
Do we have a vet in the area?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll make another husbandry check.
Yes.
Just ends up butchering Silurians.
Go on, get!
You just kick them into their lifeless bodies into the water. Okay.
Yeah. So I kiss my brass knuckles, and shake. And as the adrenaline kind of wears off, I slump, and I'm like, well, those boys hit kind of hard, don't they?
Everyone else is completely untouched and is like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I was like, huh?
Chet's like, I just stood here and was the most important person in the game, but didn't do a flip.
I just stood around. I just stood.
literally,
No damage.
literally, like Chet was MVP.
No card flips.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I guess.
Chet was the linchpin of that fight for sure.
Yeah, I guess first I look around if anyone's really hurt. It's like I'll get to him and then realize, oh wait, the child. How is Dawn looking? Is she traumatized or?
So she was screaming when the Silurian grabbed her. But once Nile headshotted the Silurian, it dropped her on the ground, and she kind of she stood up. She's still like distraught, but she's not like actually screaming at this point. And she kind of like dragged herself towards the bushes to the right, and was kind of like keeping an eye out behind her to make sure there were no monsters near her. But at this point, she's just kind of standing there. She looks like she's maybe in some sort of shock, and there's some tears.
That's fair. Are we gonna? I do ask. Where was the Silurid shot, and is there a non-zero amount of Silurid like blood and guts like on her dress? We're gonna have to clean it off or something.
For sure. I'll say that she definitely has
Yeah.
some blood.
Oof.
It's not like on her face or anything, but there's a little bit on her clothes.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to be aware of it. She's just staring, like looking at the dead bodies and freaked out.
Yeah.
Chet is gonna carry her the rest of the way home.
Oh,
That's fair.
big tree man carries a little girl out of the bayou.
So
Yeah.
as you walk up to her, she's at first she kind of like looks over at you and looks like she's a little bit scared, but as some more tears come flooding down her cheeks, she reaches up and like basically asks you to pick her up.
All right.
And she's still kind of like sobbing and looking around, but she's more or less okay, it seems. Anyone else tending to their wounds or anything?
Yeah, I
no.
like.
Do you have actually? We don't have any critical effects. I
No,
could try.
I was-
like,
I was pretty well off. Like I still had 2 wounds left.
How much did you take? 6, 7?
I took 6.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm a tank. I
Yeah.
get hurt, so you don't have to.
Yeah, six is 0 is me at 0 wins then. Like,
Six is me at 1. Damn, that's still. Oof. I'm glad I gave
A
you the
lot of
armor.
people 4 is all they got.
Yeah, Mr. Medicine Man. Please, if you know some bandaging skills or some such, or help with this, my eye is bleeding over and kind of swelling up.
I'm not. It's not exactly my speciality, as you can see. I'm not. But I'll see what I can. So I can try like a single use of men critical dice will allow it to just heal at maximum like 1 HP at a wee bit of health.
Nope, he doesn't have a critical effect.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I
You
just
do a
sort of-
doctor check.
I don't have. I have a -5 to like. No, a -2 to intellect. So I'm like, actually, I mean, I think the way the magic works, if I punch you in the gut somewhat, or like give you a black eye, then I could act with it. Yeah, no, sorry, not much I can do for you.
I like the
I'm
idea that he
walking
said
off.
that out loud and just sounds like an absolute psychopath. Oh, I need some medical help. Okay, let me just punch you in the eye real quick.
Yeah, it's like I think then the magic only works if you're not quite hurt enough for my magic to work. I'm afraid.
how does the doctor skill work?
For every 5 you
Turning
get,
for
you
5.
heal 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then every other 5 you get 1 more.
Okay.
And it's just doctor plus intellect. So if you don't have the doctor skill, but you have intelligence, that might be. I mean, anybody could do it. A 5 is not particularly high, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it a shot if no one else is.
I've got the intelligence, I just don't have the doctor skill.
I think, thankfully, I only think surgery you can actually like screw up like badly if you fail. I think it's impossible to like to hurt someone while trying to bandage them, unless the Fade Master gets very creative with like a black Joker.
I was gonna say if you got like a margin of failure, I might do something, but there's no like strict mechanical thing that says that. No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'll try and patch him up.
but also on a TN5, you'd have to have a negative.
yeah.
And
So I
and
could
black
technically
Joker.
hurt you while trying to bandage you, but
Who's doing the check?
No, I'll give it a try.
Okay, so TN5.
What is it's 5 and then margins of success give you more wounds.
Yeah.
Every 5, you get another one.
Yeah, I'll so that'd be. I'm just gonna. I don't need it for anything else. I'm just gonna give you this.
Aw.
Does that put you?
They'll put me at a 15.
Nice. That's 3.
So how do you heal me? Like what does it look like?
So he's got like, he's got like a cut over his eye and stuff like that. Is that right? That was sort of what you were describing. But basically he'll
Smear Silurid blood on it.
no, but he'll sort of like wet like sort of wet some cloth to sort of like hold over some of the swelling to sort of like cool, sort of like reduce some of the swelling that he's receiving and from the bruises and injuries, and just sort of does as best he can to like clean up the blood, so it's not sort of like getting in his eye and what have you. He's sort of like he's doing it's sort of he's basically giving you like field dressing.
It's like basic first aid, just kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And he's kind of like, all right, take this and hold this here and just sort of hold pressure and stuff. Like gives him like a handkerchief, like a wad of cloth to like hold over his like the cut on his forehead and that sort of stuff.
Do just that. Thank you very much. I definitely owe you guys one. Thanks for having my back. Teamwork is the dream work.
Dawn's gonna look over while you guys are saying that. Are all the monsters dead?
Yep, and I think any left that are out there too scared to come near, you'll be fine.
Good. I didn't like those monsters.
You see, this is why we don't go into the bayou. This place crawling with those things. It's why you don't follow weird green people into the bayou.
But But the gremlins were nice.
Yes, and these bastards aren't. And also, they aren't really though. That God,
Right. No, just like
But-
yeah,
But
like
aren't
let's
there
let's
monsters
not.
in the city too?
Technically, Malifaux City is terrible. Don't go there either. Just stay in your farm. Most of Malifaux, don't go anywhere that isn't your farm. Everything else is terrible.
Okay, I'll just
Look,
have to
you're-
invite the gremlins over next time.
Technically safer.
Yeah. Ryan, you really like maybe don't yell at the child that's just like had a traumatic experience.
It's good
I'm
for builds character.
Not like okay. I appreciate that. I'm not a child person, right? I am a makes no punching motions at the air. Also, what kind of just sort of dramatic event and things? But they were not. You don't understand. Never mind. Let's get her. Let's get the lassie back home.
She's gonna look back at Chet, and then she's gonna turn back to the group. Well, he saved me this time, so maybe he'll protect me next time. Pointing back to Chet.
Yeah, sure they can.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe next time, but maybe not the time after that. You gotta learn to protect yourself, little one. You gotta learn to protect yourself.
Don't give the child the pickaxe.
It's a little
All right,
too
flip
big
for
for
initiative.
her.
You have to fight Dawn with a shotgun.
There are a surprising number of very dangerous children in Malifaux, so like it wouldn't be that weird.
Yeah, truly. It was all a Neverborn ploy.
Yeah. There's also... Okay.
Turns out she's just a gremlin with really good makeup. As soon as you give her the shotgun, she just goes ha 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 and shoots you with it.
It's actually
That's
Trixie
right.
Bell in a human costume.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's Martucket's totem, the little girl with the
Yeah.
giant spoon.
Yeah.
That's
She pulls out a spoon and starts whacking people.
yeah. Well, actually, again, yeah, this again terrifying child. Okay, so do we get all the way back to the farm without any more monsters, or
Yeah, so you head back out. You were most of the way there at this point anyway, so you head back out and pretty soon you come on the edge of the bayou and you can see the farm in the distance.
I'm gonna put my brass knuckles away.
yeah, me too. Yeah. Do we come into town covered in Silurid blood, including her, or do we try and find a not stagnant pool of water to wash off in?
That's a question that I should be asking you, not the other way around.
Yeah, so I guess everyone, do we want to try and find a non-gross pool of water to at least wash the girl off in, or does someone want to?
Nope. Let's get out of here as quickly as possible. There's hot water waiting. Or sorry, there's hot water waiting. Let's get going.
Yes, then yeah, he'll just sort of walk in, especially my guy, arms are just caked in Silurid blood and brain matter.
Okay, so as you come out from the tree line, Dawn's mother comes running over, just tears streaming down her face, and she reaches out. She runs right up to Chet and reaches out for Dawn, who also reaches back out for her.
Aw.
Are you gonna let her go?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, my child. I'm attached now.
Add plus one dog to your inventory.
Yeah. Just is like, this kid's gonna be good eating later.
Oh god.
Why do you think we went to save her? We were hungry. So yeah, so they hug and both of them or Heather's crying and Dawn just yells out, "They saved me from the monsters, mommy!" And after Heather sort of composes herself and stops smothering her daughter, she's gonna look up at you all and say, I can't tell you how grateful I am. Thank you guys so much.
You could give me a bath.
Yeah, of course.
Say that first. Yeah.
Please, absolutely. She's going to invite you into her house, where you immediately are met with the smell of chicken cooking.
Delicious.
Oh, beautiful.
And
Not pork, but chicken.
she will invite you to each to bathe, as well as then serve you a
Yeah.
not a luxurious meal, but a solid, hearty meal.
Can I do a flip to see how well I sing in like the bath? I tend to have this. I just want to see how like good my sing as I like sing, like bathe in myself.
Give me a target number 7 music check.
So that's a 3. Wait, nope. I'm going to, because at the end of the session, I'm going to cheat my 12 and get an 11. Screw it.
You
Surprise! It's a second combat.
yeah, right. you call all the monsters out of the bayou. You start singing so beautifully that when you get out of the shower, Dawn is standing there in her pajamas, and she's trying to imitate whatever melody you were singing, but she's kind of doing a poor job of it because she's a child.
I take great pride in knowing that song is about beating up foreigners that invaded Ireland, and just being like, I'm just gonna let that kid like carry on that music. Just like said, like I just sort of help her through like pronunciation. It's a weird one and like coach her on it, but yeah, it's like no, you go and spread that.
Yeah, and she's like very eagerly listening and really trying to learn the song. She really enjoys it.
Bunch of like children in Malifaux just singing Irish national anthems and that's where we kick the Spanish ass and like. I'm proud. This is my contribution to this town. This is my biggest accomplishment this session.
God forbid any of them meet a British person; they're gonna hate them.
Well, I mean, if that British person speaks Gaelic, then that's like a whole other. A British person that speaks Gaelic, please. In what world?
I mean, to be fair, sorry to the Brits out there, they had it coming.
Yeah.
Well, actually, so in Malifaux, it's actually the guild that oppresses the Irish in the way that the British did.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me read it. The British had it coming.
Yeah, I mean, that's also like the guild were acting through the British army, so it's like close British guild, close enough.
Yeah.
Let me just say it louder for the people in the back. Let me just.
Actually, hang on a second.
Yep.
I'm going to hand the lady a card and say, "Well, I don't think the script was fair, but if you either you or her, when she gets a bit older looking for a job, the union will always be hiring. Give them my name and get a free sandwich."
You're gonna kind of politely accept, like just nodding and smiling, but not reacting.
Yeah. Never stop hustling. Always get on that grind.
Yeah.
Always. I'm a recruiter. It's what I do.
Always be closing.
Does Chad or Niall have any other business to attend to while we're here?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Just graciously accept the offers.
Yeah.
How much chicken can a 7 foot tall? What's your class again? I can't remember.
Behemoth. Little
Behemoth. How much chicken can you eat?
A lot.
I can easily imagine I'm just finishing off one whole chicken at least.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair.
one more request. Can I top off that empty moonshine bottle at the still?
They will let you eat them out of house and home. They're just glad that their daughter's alive.
Yeah.
I also give her a heads up that there will probably be gremlins coming to trade for moonshine.
Yeah, so I'll say that if you guys check back in with her in the coming days, you will find out that some envoys from the Bayou have showed up at multiple occasions to both discuss their moonshine making and also try to get to the bottom of this hopscotch situation to learn how to brew moonshine, even though that's clearly not how that works. But they're perfectly pleasant and they clear up all the misunderstandings, and they even start trading like you guys suggested. So, all right, yeah. So that is the end of Dawn in the Bayou, rather.
Yeah, nice.
Malifaux is a perfectly balanced game with no exploits. It's fine.
Wow. That has to go in the recording. That's gonna make some people so you're gonna get some really good engagement on the comments.
Special thanks to the Extremely Cool Kids tier on Patreon, the Steam Powered Scoundrels, Dogmatized, and Bicops Gladiator Games. Thanks for watching.